Hi, my name is Kurtis, and I am a senior computer science student at the University of Nevada, Reno. Over this semester, I have been an intern with EmotiBit, where I've been able to dive into the world of data science and data visualizations. And specifically, throughout the semester, I've been working with calculating heart rate. And so we can see with the EmotiBit, the heartbeats that it's detecting in the purple line right here, and every time that the data spikes down really quickly, these dips that happen, that's the heart beating. And so we can use those dips every time they happen. We can figure out when that's happening, and we can use that data to calculate what the actual heart rate value is. And it works really well when the data is nice and clean, when I'm sitting still. But we want to be able to calculate heart rate in all situations. And so if I was, say, walking around or jumping or running, this sensor would be moving a lot. And now the data gets a lot messier, and so it becomes much more difficult to understand when it's dipping down and when the heart's beating. And so that's one of the challenges in detecting heart rate, is that sometimes when the conditions aren't perfect, you still want the data, but it gets really hard to see the data. And so as we're developing methods for detecting and calculating heart rate in these kinds of conditions, we're developing a way to score our detection methods so that way we know how well we're doing. And when we're developing these, we use different types of statistical measures, such as Pearson's correlation or Kendall's correlation coefficient. And these methods allow us to compare how we're doing to a gold standard heart rate detection that we know is correct. And it's kind of an interesting and challenging problem for us to develop this, because we're trying to create a score accurately that we can use, while also trying to use the score to see how accurate our detection is. So it's kind of like a chicken and egg problem, where we need one to do the other, but we need the other to do the first one. And so what ends up happening is it becomes this iterative back and forth process where we're getting just a little bit better at each one every time. I'm just at the beginning of my career with this internship, but doing this internship has allowed me to get a deep dive into understanding what working in data science and data-based careers really looks like. It can be really hard when you're in school to understand what a lot of careers look like on the day-to-day. So doing this internship has let me explore exactly what a career would look like in the hands-on kind of position using data and data science, and it allows you to see what kind of questions you can ask and what kind of questions you can answer when you're using large amounts of data.